Hello Tubesters, it's Gav and welcome to another one of my videos. Today we are looking at three products. Two are Perry Miniatures 28mm plastic sprues and this 1 in 35 scale Italian armoured officer from the Western Desert, North Africa in the Second World War. And very nicely painted, the box art too. It's not done by Calvin Tan. Sorry, Calvin, if you ever ventured on this. Head problems means that words don't always come flowing out. But the box art is painted by Manjin Kim, and Taesung Harms is the sculptor, and I believe he sculpts everything for Alpine Miniatures. This is a proper Alpine Miniatures, not one of the many knockoffs you can get from eBay for a £5. It cost me about £17. Please don't buy these recasts. They'll just stop making these type of things eventually, and then we'll all lose out. And then they'll go on to recast something else, but you won't have the sculpts that you want to paint. So please think again in whatever scale that you think of buying a recast, because I know times are hard. Believe me, I'm living them. Says the bloke who's just showing you a couple of things. But yeah, please don't buy recasts. Right, so Alpine Miniatures, they're based in the United States at the moment. Well, not at the moment. Nice resin, very, very small amount of, like thrifty bits, flash bits, whatever you want to call them, but really tiny bits. Some moulding plugs on the feet. I use one of those saw blades that you get. I haven't got any at hand, but they're like a razor blade shape. I use those. I've got some fine-toothed ones just to take those off at the base. I usually drill the feet, and that's how I paint mine. As you've seen me before, like this. Let's get over Games Workshop figure. I'm doing him on there. So he's going to be on a short in a minute if anybody wants to go and see it. So yeah, got his binos. I don't know if that's a compass or pistol ammunition. I'm not sure. But yeah, this one I can't show you any. YouTube does not like the German subjects, and let's face it, Alpine Miniatures do a lot of German subjects. I didn't really want to do an American subject, and British Commonwealth, which I'd love to do. They do so few, it's a shame. I can understand them doing American subjects, and I can understand them doing German subjects. Obviously with the Germans, there's loads of uniform varieties and stuff. I wish they'd do more Italians. They do. I've not seen them do any Japanese or any, again, Commonwealth in the Far East. Commonwealth, really, apart from a couple of tank crew, which is a shame. But obviously, they know their own business model and what sells and what doesn't. And we all want something different that people produce. But I thought of this figure simply because it came to me. I don't know if it's going to show there. No, they put a cigarette in his fingers. It's obviously not been sculpted on, but you could add something easy enough. And it was just the fact. In fact, let's just show it on the box art. Have we got it going? Yeah, there he is. And what I thought was I wanted to do a bit like Calvin Tan does, with just a very minute base, no big diorama. One, I don't have time, and I seriously don't have space for one. So I thought I'd put him on a small plinth, but I'd have a load of either jerry cans or fuel drums behind him, just with his cigarette on the go. The classic, I did actually even look for Italian Second World War no smoking signs, just so I could maybe, make one up myself and that. But I couldn't find any. They just kept coming up with modern stuff, which was obviously no good. But I just thought, put a bit of context. We'll have him in obviously a desertish type of base, and have some jerry cans around him. And that's what I was going to do. You usually get two heads, and obviously this is no different. And this was the one I will be using, I think. So lovely facial features. It's the usual cap that has the the ear warmers, for want of a better word. and down. You get your plug again, a nice easy sawtooth across. Be a bit careful trying to put even a sharp blade across it, just in case you do some damage to the neck or something. And this is a lovely one as well, but he'll go in the spares box, I suppose. It's a shame, really. I've seen Calvin magnetise the base of the neck, and I suppose that's more for artwork, really. Obviously, when they want to show them at model, Alpine want to show them. I suppose if you put a magnet on, you can have two heads, but I just want it stuck in and looking right, if that makes sense. But it is a lovely, lovely face. I've got a Sommervente that I'm planning to do this year. I've only had it since COVID. So I've been promising to do it for ages and ages, and I might use that face on one of my Tamiya guys. So that's that. That's Alpine Miniatures 1 in 35 scale. I hope that pleases Les in Australia, the Kiwi living in Melbourne. I'm not even going to pronounce your surname as you told me. I pronounced it almost right. So, but yeah, Les, it's a 1 in 35 scale. I did look for some British / Commonwealth figures from them, but they didn't do them, or not really. Just apart from a couple of tank crewmen. So we've got an Italian in the desert, Western Desert. So that's that. We've also got this Command sprue. These is one of the sprues that was taking forever to reach me. Not the seller's fault at all. Our postal service has just got ridiculous. Now, this wasn't sent tracked. This next sprue I'm going to be showing you was, and so was this 1 in 35 scale Alpine figure. And mysteriously, there was nothing showing on the eBay, where it says like it's been posted, it's in the system type of thing, and it's out for delivery. Nothing, which tells me that the post office has stopped doing that because it was that far behind. It didn't want to show it's far behind, and I've even had it coming up on different other ones that I've had that it was trying to be posted, delivered by the postman. They even come up with a time when it's done, and that it's just utter bull. I'm really cross with the way this is. Nothing to do with the sellers. I sell painting figures myself, and I'm dreading now putting stuff in the post. I've got some to go up on sale soon. But this is a Perry, obviously dragoon, two heads. You can have him as standard bearer, carrying the eagle. But I wanted this fella as an officer, and I wanted a non-metallic metal and stuff on him. He's just literally a test figure for some different ideas I'd got. I'd half planned to get, maybe change the horse's legs and stuff like that. And I just thought I was going to actually move the horse's neck to one side because I wasn't sure. Although I put I bought it, I wasn't exactly sure what, and I should do because I've painted enough of these, and they're all standard type horses. But he's already got a bit of a lean to the left, and I'm thinking, well, for me to cut it and then fill it, am I really gaining anything by that? And the answer came back in Gav's head, no, not really, Gav. So yeah, he's going to be a dragoon. Not sure the regiment yet. I'll decide that when the time comes. So he's going on to the stash pile as well. And then lastly, that was the French in the First Empire. We now have the French in the Second Empire. And so this is under the original Napoleon's grandson, I believe. And I've just always enjoyed this type of uniform. It's really just a uniform. I thought I could, again, do some nice work with it. I'll put these up for sale once painted and based on single round bases. You've got your bits of your tentage equipment, mess tins, cartridge box. You get a casualty figure as well. He'll probably because I was deciding I believe they do a firing line. In fact, this is actually from the firing line, I believe. And I thought if I enjoyed them enough and I could sell these, I'd do an entire regiment, and then I could use there'll be obviously casualty figures in there, and I can use them in amongst a firing line maybe. So we'll have like off-white gaiters. I mean, they would have been white on parade, but I'll do these, like an off-white. There's a lot of potential here. This one figure, I was looking at some other reviews when these came out a few years ago, and I've just been looking back at them over the last few days. And this guy, this back piece here goes on this guy here. And somebody had said, or a couple of people had said, there was a bit of a gap, so that might need filling at some point. You've got to look at nice location plug there. Face-wise, the only thing I would have liked these faces to have been just slightly more. This guy has, I don't know if he's got his mouth open or it's just his big moustache. I'd have liked, again, this is just picky, isn't it? We all want something that the manufacturer hasn't provided. But I would have preferred just some bit more like animation to the faces, really. But they're still nice. That cap, I would imagine you could either put on him, or which I would put it probably to the side or something. And then you've got a couple of things you can put extra, because the French were notorious for carrying everything on the backpacks, apart from the kitchen sink. I'm not sure what that is. If anybody can enlighten me, that I don't know what that is. Obviously we've got some frying pans or whatever. So yeah, that's our French Empire. So I should have said Franco-Prussian War for those guys that aren't familiar. So 1870 to 71, I believe. Yeah, we're really looking forward to doing that. It's just really galling that it's taken a long time. It's been in a depot somewhere, because I know the guys put this out. It's somebody I've used before. The other guy I hadn't used before, but I believe both of them. And then, as I say, to not put, if these are being tracked, the other one wasn't. This was being tracked. The one in 35 was being tracked, and to actually not put it on, so you don't get pulled up. Nobody can say like, well, it's sat in a depot here for 2 weeks. So yeah, never mind. They're here now. So I'd also say to people, as somebody occasionally sells painted figures on eBay, give people a chance. Don't just start haranguing them because it hasn't arrived. Just be a bit patient, because a lot of the time now it's nothing to do with the seller, and it's all to do with the raw mail a lot of the time, because it seems to be probably 2/3 of mine are going through the raw mail, but obviously other carriers can be just as bad. So yeah, just spare the thought for the seller. Don't jump down the throats straight away. And then just leave a polite thing. I just, like with the guy who was selling me this, I'd had stuff I think often before, and I just said, look, I haven't had it. It's been 10 days overdue or whatever at the time, and yeah, we just yes, it could still go missing and all this type of stuff, but as I say, to not, after that person has paid for tracking and nobody can track it, I mean, that's just blooming ridiculous. Well, it's not ridiculous, it's shonky. it's like, yeah, we'll hide stuff from you so we can't be held responsible. Anyway, it was supposed to be a look at the figures. As you can tell, I was a bit peeved at that. As I say, I thought that was a complete and utter letdown from the postal system. I know about bad weather. Well, they throw that one at us. It's like all the potholes we've got in our roads that have suddenly come on because of bad weather. No. They were there for years or months beforehand. Anyway, on that note, I'm off to make another video. This time on a 40k Praetor from the Imperial Fist. No, you don't have to watch it, which is why I'm putting on a short. It's like trying to force people to drink poison, putting my 40k stuff up. So it's going on a short, where people might like it. Look after yourselves. I have got ABs. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 or 7. No, Gav can't paint 6. count 6, 7, 2, 4, 6. Yeah, it is 7 go. 7 painted. Started off, I'll just do 1 or 2 as a testers, and I've ended up painting 7. I'll end up painting all the rest now. I can't show you that. They're almost done, but they're not done, if that makes sense. It'd be a shame not to show them actually properly painted. So, yeah, I'll show those in a couple of days, and I'll get on to painting another 7 or 8 or whatever it is. So look after yourselves. Thank you very much for stopping by, taking a look. Thanks for supporting me by, clicking the views and all that stuff and watching, even if it's only 20 seconds of the video. It all helps. So look after yourselves, and we'll catch each other soon on another video.